Hello everybody and welcome back to Robert's Reviews. Today is Monday, so we are going to be continuing our Harry Potter series. This one is one that I increasingly go back to, and it grows increasingly in my appreciation for the film. So I'm extremely excited today to talk about Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban was released in 2004. It was written by Steve Kloves and directed by Alfonso Cuarón. And honestly, when I was younger, this movie wasn't my favorite. No spoilers, but the general idea is Sirius Black is on the loose, and he's a mass murderer. And essentially, it is known that he's going for Harry, and Harry is trying to figure out why. And it honestly is one of the most beautiful films in the world. And I don't think that The Prisoner of Azkaban gets enough credit for what it is, right? You watch the first two films, right? And obviously they're very childish, right? They're very young. They have no adult themes. They're just children mistakenly solving mysteries. Then you get to this third one, and you're expecting that again, but it's not. It's way more adult already. It's just like, boom, a whole new level. And the cinematography here reflects that, right? Throughout this whole film, we have these beautiful shots of just the land and, like, you know, of them running and stuff, and there's just beautiful, beautiful shots. And it just reflects the age, right? As we get older, it should get better. And Harry here, and Harry, Ron, and Hermione, they all get older, and, you know, they're more level-headed, they're ready to, you know, actually do some action. And the emotional impact of this film is insane. No spoilers, of course, but Sirius Black is a main character here. He's huge, and it's crazy. And the main things with them is how it affects Harry. And just seeing Harry react to these things is just, it hurts your heart sometimes. And a lot of that is due to the performances of Daniel Radcliffe here and Gary Oldman. We'll talk about Gary Oldman in a little bit, but, like, Daniel Radcliffe has grown up so much in this, like, 1 year that he had to film this movie. And I think this might be his best performance in the series, which doesn't bode well for the next, 6 movies or whatever, but still, I think it's one of his best performances. And Rupert Grint is also top tier here. I think that Rupert Grint gets much worse as he goes along. In regards to Daniel Radcliffe, who, in my opinion, gets better most of the time, like, unless we're skipping over a couple of movies. And then, of course, Emma Watson, who's just good all the time. It's just not fair. Like, the performances there of these young actors are really solid and help sell this movie. And this movie is, one of the last ones before it becomes a war pick, right? This series is 2 different parts. The first part is definitely a mystery kind of saga, right? We have the first two, which are definitely mysteries, the third one, which is more of an adult mystery, and the fourth one, which is an adult mystery that turns into the war saga that we come to know more and more in The Order of the Phoenix, The Half-Blood Prince, and The Deathly Hallows. So I'm really excited to talk about those, particularly in the fourth film, because it's going to be very switchy-swatchy, so that'll be next week. And I don't know, I feel like the performances in this one are just almost outmatched by any other one. I'm really excited to talk about some of the next film, of course, but, as we go along more and more, we'll get to talk about these awesome, awesome performances. And I do want to talk about 2 of the newer actors that are series actors, starting with Gary Oldman as Sirius Black. Gary Oldman is a chameleon, and he's fantastic in every role he does. Sirius Black is no different. Sirius Black is one of his most normal-looking roles, and honestly, that's how I base Gary Oldman off of, even though it looks nothing like Gary Oldman. But he is really quite spectacular here. I can't imagine anybody else playing Black here. There's no way. It's impossible. He just brings this fatherliness to this role that just feels so special right here. I love it so much, and he is always going to be one of the greatest actors of all time, and when he passes away, it will be a very, very, very sad day. We have David Thewlis as Professor R.J. Lupin. I love Lupin in the books. He's one of my favorite characters in the books, and here it's almost no different. He's so philosophical in the way that he teaches and talks to Harry in general, and it just feels so good to have a character that is just there for Harry in, like, the best way possible. And I think that David Thewlis does a wonderful, wonderful job here of just being that person. Overall, this movie's really, really freaking phenomenal, really good. The writing is pretty solid. The directing and cinematography is, like, really good here. I almost wish that Cuarón went on ahead and did some more movies, but he didn't. I really like this movie. I honestly thought it was a little bit underrated. I think it's underrated. I think it's a really, really good one. One of the best in the series. And so I'm going to go ahead and give Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban an A+. Let me know what you guys thought of The Prisoner of Azkaban in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. It's a huge help. Once we get to 150, if we're not there already by the time this video comes out, I'm dressing up like Spider-Man and going to Walmart. So if you guys want to see that, definitely subscribe. We're like almost there when I'm filming this. We're like 123 or something like that. So make sure you guys are subscribing. It's a huge, huge help. And as always, keep watching movies and television. Stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.